you home. Right then, good morning, Matt from Ghost Station. How are we?
How you doing? I'm all good, thank you.
Yes, thank you for taking the time for being agreed to be an interview this morning. Right,
No worries.
I'm looking forward to this one because you have kind of a new kind of festive single out, don't you? So
Yeah, Christmas Telly, yeah.
Right, I'm going to go from the top, so I'll tell the listeners more about you. So what part of the UK are you from at the moment? Where are you based?
So I'm based in Chelmsford in Essex.
Yes.
So it's about 40 minutes away from London. So it's like a little commuter town into London, really.
Ah, yeah. Nice. Very sunny down there, is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's wintry.
Yep.
I mean, I'm out in the Essex countryside right now, so hopefully you can still hear me. But yeah, it's winter has arrived.
Yeah, sounds good. So you have been compared to the beautiful South and Elvis Costello. That's a good thing, right. Surely.
It's got to be the glasses, I think, of Elvis. But I'll take it. He's a stylish looking man, so yeah, I'll have that.
Oh, that's good. That's a good compliment, that is. So Christmas Telly, what is the single about?
So Christmas Telly, really, I don't know, it's party season, isn't it? So I was just thinking of like a bit of a Christmas knees up, that kind of thing, really. And just wanted to have, I was kind of conscious that you've still got all the same songs floating around at Christmas that we were listening to in the 80s and the 90s. So just something to add to the mix, really.
Oh, brilliant. It's good that you have brought this to the table, because I said on yesterday's show, I'm kind of... not just me, but I think everyone's sick of like the X Factor getting the number one. Would you agree with that? Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, the X Factor is such a huge cultural thing, not just in this country but worldwide. So I think they've peeled it back a little bit this year. I think the show ends a little bit earlier this year to give people another little run at the Christmas number one, you know. So we'll have to work out who it might be.
Yes, because Rockabye was last year's number one, and I thought that was a decent number one for Christmas. You know, it wasn't so predictable.
That was Clean Bandit,
Clean
wasn't
Bandits,
it?
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So go back. Sorry.
Did you know there's only been in the last, I think, 30 years, there's only been 2 singles which have had Christmas in the title. Two, I think.
Well, I didn't know that, Matt. I didn't know that.
I did a little bit of research.
Oh, good stuff. Right then, talking about the 80s and the 90s, they were the kind of the golden era of like Christmas records, and the 70s as well. You had the Jive Bunny, as you know, and the Shakin' Stevens, putting the spirit of the Christmas single back in fashion. They don't make them like they used to anymore, do they?
They certainly don't. I feel like it was probably seen as something that's a little bit naff these days by kind of like cooler mainstream artists, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it will, if you, like you say, you look back in time over musical history, John Lennon, McCartney, Springsteen have all released Christmas music. So I feel like, you know, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for Ghost Station.
That's it. I love the name as well, Ghost Station. It rings out.
Oh, cool, thanks.
So, here's a question for you. Will Christmas Telly be number one this Christmas?
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I think it's probably unlikely, because I think that domain is going to be taken by one of the major labels. But it's just, Ghost Station have been going for about 3 or 4 years. Yeah. We've got an album out on Spotify, songs from the East Coast. So it's just something just to flag up a little bit about us and what we're all about.
So you're doing quite well anyway. So and to be in the running for the Christmas number one is a good thing anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and also to feel like, you know, it's so easy now, isn't it, to download music, to make it part of a playlist on Spotify. We can be part of someone's Christmas music that day, and they might discover some other songs from the band, and it's all good. Yeah,
sure. Like, music is very accessible these days, isn't it? I suppose, as you know.
I kind of miss going to record shops. I enjoy doing that, but I'm not going to complain either about having every album via my phone if I want it.
Oh, it is good, isn't it? It is good. So, Christmas Telly. What will you be watching on the Christmas box this Xmas?
That's a really good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think there's going to be an Alan Partridge documentary on the BBC. Wow. So I'm big for that. Yeah. I've also got a 2-year-old, so I feel like maybe some CBeebies is going to be in the mix there somewhere. In fact, probably 99% of what we watch is probably going to be that. But it's all good. Family time. It's all good, isn't it?
That's good. It's like on Top of the Pops. That's always one for me. But I'm always eating like my Christmas dinner when that comes on, and then you miss it. And
I like those old. I like those old school ones as well at the moment.
They are the reruns on BBC
Four and stuff. Yeah.
And I know, are you a fan of Mrs. Brown's Boys? That's making an appearance this year with a special.
I've got to say, I've not really got hold of that show. But I mean, they did one where she did they did a talk show, didn't they?
Sure.
On a Saturday night with music guests and that. I didn't kind of mind that. I thought that was all right. My father-in-law's big on that, so if we're around there, he'll have that on. He loves it. He used to live in Ireland, so he loves that show.
Oh, wow. So we talked about the Christmas telly, what's kind of going on for you. What Christmas songs do you like?
I think, because Christmas, if any one of your listeners has heard the song, it's a duet, so I kind of hark back to the Pogues and Kirsty McCall. I can still remember that coming out in 87, 88, whenever it was. And Shane McGowan blew my mind because he's miming on Top of the Pops was horrendous. I was thinking, who's this guy? Yeah. But I mean, that's a song that stood the test of time. Fairy Tale New York. It's a great song. Chris Rea, Driving Home for Christmas. Come on, that's a great song. Christmas rapping. Yeah.
Now you're talking. So did you know that? Did you know the Pet Shop Boys kept the Pogues off #1 in '87? Controversially.
Yeah, what was that? Because they got 2, didn't they, the Pogues?
Yeah, they did.
What was the Pet Shop Boys song?
Always on my mind, that one was.
Classic tune, man. That was a really good song.
It was.
Yeah, only got to #2, gutted.
So about your music, where can people hear your music?
So you can, when we're on Spotify, just search for Ghost Station right there. All the stuff's on now. ghoststation.co.uk is the website. So you can listen to it all via all the usual platforms. Yeah.
Really good. So you play acoustic guitar as well as singing. How hard is it to combine the both, or is it something that comes natural to you?
It does come natural to me now, but it is kind of difficult. Multitasking doesn't come naturally to me unless I'm doing that, in all honesty. So yeah, it's not too bad when you're doing the videos and things, but it's all good. It's something I'm kind of used to doing now,
So it comes natural. That's
yeah. I like to think it does. Yeah.
So have you any albums or forthcoming albums coming out at the moment?
Well, I think probably Christmas Telly is kind of the last single from the album, Songs from the East Coast, which has got me on a beach. So on the Essex coastline, if people are searching for it. And that's kind of like a compilation album of singles that have come out and bonus tracks and all that kind of thing. So it's a mix of electric and acoustic. So it's a nice little intro to what Ghost Station is about, I think. Yeah.
So a nice little stocking for Christmas, isn't it?
Absolutely, you got it then.
So that was the album. What is your proudest song you have written to date?
I would say probably Christmas Telly, in all honesty. The challenge of can you write that kind of track a little bit different to what Ghost Station sound was previously. And I'm not kind of into this kind of your band is a guitar band, therefore it must sound like this forever. I kind of want to experiment with different sounds and different genres and all that kind of thing. But even one of the songs on the album, Tear It Up, got sent over to Jeff Lynne from ELO, and he had a little listen to it. Yeah, I know. Friend of a friend. It's one of those things that someone says they know him, and you go, oh, okay, I'll send it over to him, and you think, I might never hear from him again. But he did, and came back and said he thought it was good. So, it's had some success on that front,
Well, that's kudos to get it from him. He's a legend, he is.
Royalty.
Righto, let's do this. I'm going to play your Christmas Telly. It also features female vocals on this record. Is that right? And who is it?
Yeah. That's the singer. Well, I think it's called Sarah Douglas, and she fronts her own. She does a lot of cover band work, but we thought she had a really cool voice to go with mine, because that's you've got to have that chemistry.
Sure.
And she was perfect in the studio. Fantastic singer. She gets likened to Dusty Springfield a lot when she does her live stuff, so fair play to her. Yeah, it was all good. We had a great time doing it. Yeah.
Right then, let's do this then, Matt. This is Ghost Station's Christmas Telly then on FM1 FM.
Counting down to Christmas, busy making plans. I got the mother-in-law knocking at my door. We all need to lend a hand.
Counting down to Christmas. give a little toast to those we miss most. We wish you could be here. La 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 la, wishing you were here. It's Christmas Day, what do you say to a glass of red, white wine? So spread a little cheer to those you hold dear. The world's gonna serve me just fine. It's Christmas Day, we're on the way to see your family. Whiz packets, cry hearts, what Wi-Fi, that's gonna serve me just fine. We all sit down for Christmas Telly. We all sit down for Christmas Telly. We all sit down for Christmas Telly. We all sit down for.
Yes, that was Ghost Station Christmas Telly. Thanks so much to Matt there, featuring on the FM1 radio show.